On it.
A full-figured woman in grime-smudged smock beckons to you as your paths cross near derelict ruins of a nameless town spread amongst the cracked stones of old azure. She waves excitedly, almost bouncing from foot to foot. You, she cries out, look like a traveler of needs. Her voice echoes down the abyssal crevasse between you. She tugs on the bandolier, drawing attention to the numerous soot-stained scroll cases stashed on her person. Olive eyes peer at you above button nose and dimpled cheeks as she excitedly informs you of the rare and potent secret text she has to offer for a price. Convictor? Oh, let's defer to Lantry. Lantry introduces the woman as Sage Antignia, and she admits that she fled the burning library with some scraps that she now wishes to sell to pay her passage through the tears. Interrogate her. You stride purposely towards the woman and inform her of your duties as a fatebinder of Tunon, the adjudicator and arbitrator of the legal code of Kairos. She blanches, her mouth hanging slightly agape. From the look on her face, it seems well aware of the court of fate-binders. The woman blinks rapidly at your approach, a hand absently twisting her tightly braided hair. Ah, fate-binder, I didn't realize it was you. If you know who I am, you know you'd better answer my questions. Of course, she stammers. I'll tell you anything you want to know. I would not dare keep secrets from a fate-binder. Would you have called out if you had recognized me? Maybe not, she grins sheepishly. That's not to court the attention of the Overlord, right? Who are you? Chadius Maximus meets Sage Antignia. Lantry steps forward to introduce the two of you. Tig, meet Fatebinder Chadius Maximus. He proffers her a curt bow. Sorry, I didn't recognize you at first, but you've changed your hair, and in my defense, I'm not entirely sober. And I didn't recognize you as I thought you'd be a pile of ash. It's good to see you escape the edict and are in one piece. She nods her head towards you. Did the Fatebinder arrest you? Did I catch you being marched to court? Not exactly, but I'm following the Fatebinder's orders. That's all you need to know. Lantry points towards the stage. Antignia worked on the other side of the citadel from me, but I've known her for ages. She's good people, mostly harmless. Yes, Antignia nods emphatically. Entirely harmless. I'm Antignia, sage of the School of Quill and Ink, she announces formally, back straightening slightly at the claim. She deflates immediately. Or was, before the troubles at the Villum Citadel. I mean, I'm still Antignia, just no longer a sage, she frowns. Or maybe I'm not Antignia anymore, that being the name I chose when I finished my apprenticeship, she shrugs. I guess I'm still working out exactly how everything fits together. She shakes her head. Regardless, people generally just call me Tig. Feel free to. Isn't that the name of the character in that zombie movie? Or is that the name of the actress? What are you doing out here? Well, you see, I'm trying to make it to Ardent, and then I don't know from there. See if a boat can take me elsewhere. Maybe even venture into the north, I guess. I just want to be away from the tears and away from war. And just as far away as I can get from the stretch of ash and soot. Travel isn't free, though, especially now with the wartime scarcity and the Corps' looters. So I've got some scrolls, magical and historical research and the like that I rescued from the Citadel. I'm willing to part with them for rings to help me along the way. You escaped with some of the library scrolls. Brilliant. I've lost plenty of sleep grieving over all that we left behind. I feel a little bad about this, but you are aware that possession of forbidden knowledge is a punishable offense under the laws of the Overlord. But the sage stammers, suddenly finding her feat intensely interesting. Surely not everything in the Vellum Citadel was forbidden. I mean, not all knowledge is evil, right? I'm not sure you want to challenge the Fatebinder on degrees of being forbidden, but Lantry stammers on the end of his sentence before falling silent. See, but people on my team, they have better subterfuge than my character, so how come we can't use their stat? That's for Kairos to decide, and for me as the Overlord's representative. Of course, she nods furtively. And what better way to judge this than to look at my scrolls? I won't hide anything, promise. Okay, that's a little too extreme even for me. Let's see what you have on offer. Tig claps her hands. Oh, you won't be sorry, I promise. God damn, you're selling those too expensive. Bitch, I should have just killed her. Would we have gotten all of these if we killed her? And doesn't it tell us when... I already know the sigil, okay. Crazy expensive. Oh, we can afford all of the sigils that we don't have. Did I put chaotic descent here? So 1, 2, 3, 4. She only has one directed force. No. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. She has only one of these. Sigil of chaotic descent, precise action, Sigil of Wind. Okay, that's the one that she only has one of. Well, we can sell shit too. So. No, that's Spire shit. I don't want Obsidian Fragment. Okay, hold on, see? This is what I don't like. God damn. I don't want to sell Spire shit, you know? You can sell that now. Okay, good. Oh, because we don't have any space. Fucking bullshit. Come on. Give them to me. Jeez, so expensive. God damn. Well, it's not in Barrack's possession anymore. Why is it saying... Okay, here we go. Oh, thank you. Bounding bolts too. Less powerful bounces for spells. So... Yeesh. Plus 50 lore. Well. That's crazy. Yeah, anything plus 50, we definitely can't. Wow. Yeah, you can't do. You can't. Oh, you can add that to a. Hmm. $120. 90. Wow. There you go. Let's try that. Wind magic. Chaotic magic. Randomize the type of damage caused by spell. I got all of them now? No, I only got the magic. I got all of them now. Oh no, just two. Okay. Alright. Plus 35. Lord, yeah. Chaotic percent. Oh, we don't even have lore for that. Forward in the path affecting multiple targets. So let's see. Wow. Yeah, no way warriors can use like some of the fancier freaking spells. We just leveled up Lantry. Siren. Oh, she gets these automatically when she levels up. That's good. No, no. What are you doing? Where's everyone?
Right. Send them out in waves!
Did he just die immediately? Wait, are you kidding me? He died that quick? Okay, this is the hard battle. He went in and he just died immediately? I don't remember seeing him. Maybe he's getting a debuff or something. Forecasting to save silence. Maybe that's it. Maybe, I don't know. God damn. Fucking assholes. Thank you.
This is embarrassing.
Entry, don't be stupid.
Wisdom is finally catching up to my age.
These bastards, like, how are they able to disengage from fighting my tanks? So he did die. He went in there and just got killed, just like that. Fucking bullshit. Ridiculous.
Will do.
These horde soldiers have been dead for less than a day. The oathbound stalking the valley have been busy. This hunk of wrought iron is used to sear the counterclockwise twist into the flesh of Scarlet Chorus recruits. Those who cannot endure the searing mark are deemed unfit for the most even menial chore in the chorus, and such unfit recruits become teamsters of corpsers, depending on their capacity for manual labor. You can sell this to a merchant as spare parts, fashioned in great number by the overworked smiths of the Candle Mountains. Each recruitment brand has its own unique size and style of curl, as well as imperfections and deformities that come from the hurried fabrication process. The lack of a uniform brand creates clicks among the Scarlet Chorus. All recruits that share the same brand share memories of being burned and marked for life by the same person.
Sorry, can't.
What were we supposed to do here?
Sorry, can't. Sorry, can't.
Was there a quest here? Oh, okay. That was just Book of Sanguinari. Okay. That was easy, quick and easy. Well, where are we? Oh, since we're right here, let's rest up.
I'm injured, tired. Let's rest.
Yeah, you best do that. You know, he went in and got killed immediately. It's so crazy. You know, that junk seems to have a lot of lore. I don't know if maybe it's supposed to be given to her.
At your service, Snakebinder. What do you need? And I seem to be missing a game.
Let me just do this real quick.
I will return to our holdfast at once.
At your service, Snakebinder. What do you need?
Oh, either of you noticed that you fight particularly well together?
The thought has crossed my mind from time to time. During the many battles of the Conquest, we found ourselves standing back to back with enemies on all sides on more than one occasion.
The big guy here is as useless as an empty scabbard without his phalanx to keep him alive, but I move fast enough to compensate for it. And it's nice having a living wall of rusted iron I can use for cover.
You think this is because of your shared heritage?
If you want to attach some arcane meaning to the whole thing, be my guest. I couldn't tell you for sure. I doubt that a capable tactician could explain why certain soldiers learn to rely on each other.
In the disfavored ranks, the Oathbound seem to know more about synchronizing their efforts, and the same could be argued for the Scarlet Furies. I don't know how they pair up their units, but it isn't by virtue of blood.
How do you think this is possible?
I would suggest that our fighting styles complement each other, but they do not. I would suggest that we get along, but we do not. We don't even finish each other's
sentences. Okay, that was strange. Did you hear that? The next time I catch a whiff of Barrick's meaning, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
I want you two to train together.
Absolutely not. Our fighting styles are incompatible, and any disfavored lieutenant will tell you not to join at the hip soldiers who can't stomach each other.
I'm inclined to agree. If you want to pair up fighters, there has to be some great passion or magnetism between them. We don't have it.
Why won't you give it a shot?
Oh, damn it. I can think of 100 reasons to refuse, but if this will serve the war effort, I can swallow my pride. Verse, if you even try to cut my head off, we're finished.
But you're wearing that fucking armor.
I make no promises. Tricky idea, Fatefinder. Old Ironclad and I might not stand each other, but maybe a few sparring sessions and a battle or two will be good for us. Barrick, shall we get started?
What? Aerostorm? How do you even add more spells here? Oh. No? Combo abilities. Oh, here we go. That's cool.
At your service, Fatefinder. What do you need?
I was just wondering if this item has any significance to her. Probably not. Because there's so much lore to that item, so I thought maybe it was of some significance. It's not. You can't even, you know, like use it as gifts. Where's the? Oh, here's Lantry. Get Lantry back.
Well, one moment, my friend. Just let me finish this thought. I am so well, one moment. I am so up on the road. Ready to go.
Goodbye to you too.
I will meet you at the spire. Let's go. There's so much of the world I haven't seen.
I will return to our
meet you
whole
at the
factory
spire.
service.
Let's go. There's so much of the world I haven't seen.
Is it done then? Have you killed them? Yes, I killed the Oathbound and Avengers slain sisters. Fatiguing toxin. She crosses her arms and nods slowly. Her chest expands as she takes in a deep breath. But when she blows it out, she sounds utterly empty. Tide would make me happier to know, you know, that they got what they were worth. But Kairos be damned if my leg doesn't just hurt. Oh, okay. What do you want now? She rubs fingers over the line of sutures in her thigh. I told you I've got wounds to tend to. She glances up from her work, gauging you with surprise and curiosity for a moment. Or she twists to show you an older... Oh yeah, we already read this. She has no more quests for us.
Sorry, can't.
I don't know what else to do here. Oh, we can do this one. Blade Grave, yeah. And then after that, if we don't have, we have to either sacrifice Lantry's staff or just destroy the library. I don't know what else to do. Maybe we can talk to Voices in the Rat to see if maybe he has a something that we can use, a relic that we can use for the library. We've only found one relic so far. So
Sorry, kid.
the blistering winds of the Edict of Storms rounded the stones of these walls, testing them in iron and bronze, yet they persist.
Can't do that.
Oh, this is probably what we're looking for. Uh-oh. Crimson flashes among the torn terrain in the Blade Grave as a gang emerges from the landscape around you. They're hardened men and women with well-weathered skin and narrow eyes, their piecemeal leather armor graced with notes of bronze. Careless Spark. Fatebinder, so nice for you to finally show up. A woman steps forward, grinning at you with small, uneven teeth and wrapped tightly in the fur and leathers of a blood chanter. The tangled mass of sooty, windblown hair drapes her shoulders, and her large eyes scrutinize you hungrily. Beautiful scenery, no? Truly displays the indiscriminate artistry of our overlord. Am I supposed to know? Oh, just glare silently. Do I have blood on my face again? She wipes at her cheeks, smearing soot. Am I supposed to know who you are? Name's Careless Spark. Ridiculous. You're telling yourself, but I think it suits. Get to the core in a way the mother name never did. How did you know I'd be here? Word travels on swift wings within our Crimson Choir. I've always assumed that's a euphemism for the voices sent me an order. Get on with it and tell me what you want. I don't expect you're willing to sell the ironclad service to us. The Archon of Secrets would be wildly, ridiculously grateful to have a personal audience with him. Wait, what is this? Oh, we decide what happens to Barrick, I guess. Whether we save him from his... Okay. Whether I can spare Barrick depends entirely on what you're offering. Fatebinder! These braces, they may not look like much, but they're of very rare make, special crafted for ease of movement. The Black Chanter grins, raising her hand. You all know how closely the voices in the rod and I work together. Strange that he'd send someone else for Barrick when he could just ask me himself. Do you really want to die for clumsy Amber's little ploy? You think the voices will favor an outsider to one of his own? A man in tattered leathers glances at careless spark, and then to you. You are discernible in his motions, despite the hood that masks his visage. He takes a tentative step back, then a second, before breaking into full flight from the coming violence. Oh shit. Thanks, Fatebinder. It's always nice to know who you can't count on. Spark's eyes shift only slightly to glimpse the fleeing choirman before returning to you. I thought it might come to this in the end. Let's see if you live up to your legend. She sighs and hefts her staff as the gang moves to attack. Jeez. Look at them. They're already sending firebolts to fucking Siren. How is he already red? I don't... Oh, because of his, No, how is this possible? I don't understand why he's like suddenly just red like this. How is he wounded? How is he able to get wounded so quickly? He didn't even die, he's just wounded. Get it, but you know, he's still tanky though. Where's Siren? God damn. Oh no.
Don't go rushing off to get yourself.
Another gang of crimson corpses made of trespassers upon the Blade Grave. Let us claim what brought us here, he sighs.
Yes.
Wow. It's getting crazy now. Just dying left and right.
Do I really need to?
Will this do? It is nigh the size of a kite. You have your rock. Let us leave this place.
Something's bothering you, Barrick.
I have repeatedly asked you to leave this be, yet you persist. Do you think that you act in my interest? Do you think you know better than I where my interest lies?
Barrick, I just want to help. Why are you so resistant to it?
There was no ambiguity in the Archon of Justice's ruling.
More ambiguity than you think. The flexibility of the law is in the details.
I may never understand you clerks of the court. Saying one thing and plotting another, all in the name of justice.
Peering at the ground for several seconds, Barrick says nothing and then turns his attention back to you.
This place haunts me, Fatebinder. These walls, these lands, they were hard ones. They possessed an austere beauty. The general saw them for what they were. Lands well worth fighting for. The winds that day. They swept everything aside. They tumbled tearsmen and livestock like children's playthings. The dust choked our mouths and eyes. Trees appeared as if by magic, only to be smashed into splinters against stones. And those splinters cut like knives.
It haunts you? I was the one who proclaimed that edict. I did not mean to assign blame, Fatebinder. You had your orders. We both did.
We were no fools. We knew what had fallen upon us. And we took cover as best our iron shields and the general's protection allowed. Yet the wind tore us away, one by one. Some silent, some screaming. Now only I remain. In this state.
His gauntlet rings against his breast, cutting off any possible response.
Take the metal to your smith, or do not. There's nothing further to be said. Let us leave.
Just want to see if you're cute under all that fucking shit and metal, you know?
Right.
That is all. Ooh.
Sorry, can't.
Journey across the blackened, scalded earth of the contested lands is interrupted as the stones beneath your feet tremble. With a groan that shakes the sky and rattles your ribs, the earth tears violently open, throwing an arcing gout of flame, smoke, and cinders into the air. The pyrotechnic arc collapses as quickly as it arose, spraying sparks across the stone as it crashes to the ground. You find yourself separated from your destination by a wide and curving band of slowly flowing lava. Yay. With a running leap, you throw yourself across the chasm, sliding to an abrupt stop on the far side. Your legs tingle, singed by the brutal heat, but you continue towards your destination undeterred. Camping is not allowed here? Oh. Okay. You're back? Did you secure the alloy? Give it here. She opens her palm and regards you with an enthused grin. What do you plan on doing with it? First, I'll poke, prod, and otherwise examine it. What comes after that depends on what I find after poking and prodding. Here. Oh, fantastic. She accepts the alloy and places it on her anvil. Mumbling, she traces her fingers in the air, forming a series of sigils. With rapt attention, Varric watches the smith move about the sample, examining it from several angles. He says nothing, though when the faceplate of his helm shifts towards you, there's accusation in his eyes. A few other thoughtful sounds follow as she continues her examination. A revealing cantrip and some aimless grunting. Oh, come on, I could have managed this. This will do. This will most certainly do. She straightens, nodding vigorously. Lycentia brings her hand together again in a single sharp clap. It's going to take me a little time to work out the rock's properties, but this is a promising start. I assume that you will be stabbing it with a hot iron rod as well? Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Of course not. His armor grinds against itself with a growl. Pull up a stool or crate and make yourself at home. This shouldn't take too long. A few hours pass as Lycentia bombards the sample from the blade grave with a combination of hammering and spellwork. She heats it, submerges it in water, shapes it, reads it in lightning, and causes it to levitate in the air. Eventually she pauses, studying the metal and tapping her chin. Are you finally finished? Find anything? I'd sure as stones say I did. The ally absorbs and retains mystical energy, specifically in the form of magical effects, she grins. In theory, a weapon crafted of it could retain its enchantment for decades at least, maybe longer. What does this mean for Barrack? It means your curiosity is sated. It means we can continue our true mission and forget this heretical quest. You live your entire life in service to Graven Ash and the Overlord. The added burden of this armor is ridiculous. As it should be. I don't suffer this armor because it is just. I suffer it because it is Kairos' will, and I am Kairos' servant, as you have often claimed to be. Unfortunately, separating Barrack from this armor may not be as easy as one imagines. Perhaps if I'd gotten to him immediately after the edict. As is, Barrack is as alloyed with his armor as the iron is with the bronze. She gestures towards the sample. Simply put, Ash's ability to shield his soldiers has spread to the armor, likely due to the edict's power. Each wound taken by a soldier in armor are one, and they heal as one, with flesh and metal fusing together. She intertwines her fingers. As long as Barrack remains under the Archon of War's power, he remains in his armor. The longer he remains in his armor, the more it will become an intractable part of him. That's not encouraging. No, I'd imagine not. At least you have answers? She offers a weak smile. Can we remove the ages? Short of the death of the Graven Ash or him rescinding his patronage of a Barrack, I see no way to free Barrack from the Archon's power.
Neither is an acceptable solution. This shell, onerous though it may be, protects me and serves you. Without the great general or the disfavored, I have no purpose.
Oh, come on, you big crybaby. I'm sure there's a siege engine somewhere in need of a counterweight.
There's always protecting me. There's purpose in that.
Attempt to harm General Ash in my name, Fatebinder, and this arrangement shall swiftly end.
Thank you, Lycentia. Please keep searching for a better way. My pleasure, Fatebinder. If I uncover anything else, I'll dispatch a bird immediately. How was it? Speak to Barrack.
I was better off not knowing, Fatebinder.
Well, now you know.
But the Archon's protection, the very thing to which I owe my life, keeps me imprisoned in this shell.
He shakes his head violently, throwing sparks where his helm meets his curse.
Ignorance of how deeply cursed I am was the only blessing remaining me.
Or you could just leave the disfavored.
You suggest that as if doing so would not be a betrayal of everything I hold dear, of everything I have striven for in my life. No choice exists here. This armor remains my cage, as Kairos willed. I can accept that. I hope that you can too.
No, I can't. Wait, that's considered finish? I don't like the conclusion to that. Yeah, let me go talk to the Voices of Narad, see if he has an artifact we can use at the library. I said I don't think that's possible, but you should give this to Barrack, really. I wish there's an auto stacker, you know. What's in here? Oh, anything for me here? Let's go talk to the Voices. Where is he? He's back on his chair. Oh, I missed this the last time. Bodies of disfavored commanders are probably displayed behind the Voices in Iran's throne. Ew. Ugh. You're back. What do you think about Throne? As much as we hate the cold and moving chair, this one suits us. Without a spot to plant ourselves, we would pace the length of the old walls every day in our contemplation. Already read that. Nothing here. So I really don't want to get rid of staff of ours here. Cause see. I don't think we can find a different artifact at this point. But that's the thing, though. Why would we want to save the library if we already got the Silent Archive? Why do we need the library even? Because the Silent Archive has everything. You know, why do we need it even? There's no need for a library because everything is in the Silent Archive, right? Yeah, oh. Yeah, I found a way. I just don't like it. It's like I wish there's something else I can do. It looks like I mean, we're running out of options. I just wish they would allow us to do both quests, you know, both main quests at the same time. Maybe that would give us the option. Oh, maybe this is the reason why, because they want you to suffer. As you pick your way alongside a cliff-side path, you notice a rope ladder set into the stone, descending to the depths of a ravine. Peering over, you make out a river's slow wind below. The rope terminates on a small ledge, jutting over the shimmering surface. A trio of youth dangling lines into the water. Descend. The trio fail to notice you until you're almost upon them. They wave pleasantly, inviting you to join them, going so far as to offering you a worm and pole. You notice that their basket is bereft to the smallest catch, and their ribs show plainly through the tan skin. Sniggle with them. No, give sniggling a lesson. You ask the youngsters to show you their technique, and you quickly identify several shortcomings. You show them how to hook their bait so that it won't slip free, how to make ensure the bait fits into the snig hole, and how to wait until the eel has had time to swallow the hook before setting it. After your instruction, the youths make another attempt at sniggling, and one quickly makes a catch. The three thank you profusely for your help. Hey, Herb, how's it going? Yeah, I'm playing this like for the second time. Hopefully I get to finish it this time around. You climb out the ravine and find the path before continuing your journey. So what do we get with that? Favor the Stone Sea villagers. Well fed. That's it? Have you played this before?
I got it.
Until next rest. Plus 30 endurance. I guess we'll keep that buff. Okay, let me just see here. Is this even really that good? I don't think he's used this spell. Or one per rest. Dramatically slow enemies in targeted area. These effects scale with the staff of Hour's renown. You kill a foe with a critical hit. That's how you level it up. I want to get rid of that. Maybe there's another artifact over here. I'll look around. Not at all, totally not my usual game, but you've had your moments.
Can't do that.
Let me see here. I think we still have max camping supply. Okay, let's go back in. Yeah, I really like this game. I think the last time I played it, I put like about 40 hours before I got distracted and moved on to something else. So I started a new character.
Sorry, can't.
I think I'm like 20 hours into this new character or something. Probably more than that. Let's see here. 27 hours. My other character is still here. I think this is my second character. And then now I'm playing my third character. I deleted the original character when I first got the game. So I played it like 3 times. I didn't get very far though with that second one, right? Let me see. At 35 hours. That's... I wasted so much time with this game. Let's see.
Can't do that.
I don't think there's anything else here. Heirloom storage. It's like you're stuck with this choice. Whether keeping the artifact that you just picked up or sacrificing it. I mean, the ability is not that great, so I don't know. And we don't have any more quests. We don't have anywhere else to go to. So I guess we're just stuck with this choice. Just have to make a decision. Maybe I shouldn't have killed these guys over here. Maybe they could have helped me, who knows.
Sorry, can't.
Alright. What I like the most about this game is, you know, you're playing... I mean, if you choose to, I guess you can choose not to. But if you choose to, you can play as a villain, like doing completely crazy stuff, like really villainous things. Which is kind of fun, kind of different than playing most other games. Okay,
Sorry,
well I guess
can't do that.
I don't think we need this library though. I mean, what's the point of keeping this library? Alright, we're just gonna let their library get destroyed because I'm gonna keep that staff. There's no way I'm gonna get rid of it. Or we can, okay, let's see, lore.
Will do.
Don't we have a lore buff? Hold on. What's my lore? What is my character's lore? Where is that? $49. What's the required lore? 51. Okay, that's yeah. I think we have a lore buff potion. I know we have a lore potion. Wits, resolve. I know we have one. I've seen. 12 plus 12 lore. Okay, it's that mushroom thing. Where is it? Do we have an extra one? Nope, that's the only one we have. Skycap. Okay. Use. Alright. See what happens. Deconstruct the spell's focus. Sage Lelotus' experiments with foci clearly paid off. The spell protecting the burning library is operating at a massive scale. Its chaotic energy is currently stabilized by the silent archive itself. Its underlying mechanism is familiar to you. It seems likely that any artifact of sufficient power could serve as the spell's focus. But we already know this! It doesn't even do anything. Should the need arise, you believe you could swap the silent archive for another item of power without disrupting your ongoing temporal magic. Pointless. Okay, so I think if we let the library get destroyed, that's only the voices in the riot's gonna be upset with that, but Kairos won't, because that's why he wanted this place destroyed in the first place. We're just gonna take it, fuck it. Are you so eager to bring the library down on our heads that you would pull out the only linchpin? So be it.
I was afraid that would happen.
I mean, at this point, they should have given us at least like 2 artifacts so we can choose which one to get rid of, but I think this is very intentional. Or, because I picked this quest first, I should have picked the other quest. Or, I mean, how would I know that this is gonna happen? For a moment, I wasn't certain that I could run fast enough to escape in time. We seem to have emerged intact, though I wonder if the edict has fared as well. The air surrounding you begins to thin, and the smell of embers begins to diminish. The clouds of smoke slowly revealing the sky beyond them. You feel a powerful pulse of warm energy burst from the silent archive. Sound disappears into a deafening silence. Your vision blurs, and you're overcome by a dizziness that nearly knocks you off your feet. Then, as quickly as it hits you, the feeling passes. The air around you begins to settle, and the particles of fire and ash that moments ago stung your eyes dissipate with a chilly gust. With the silent archive removed from the burning library, the edict of fire is extinguished, and its warmth feels pulled into your very chest. The sensation is similar to the weightlessness when the edict of execution broke at Ascension Hall. You know you're just asking for it from the sages. You're never going to hear the end of it. First the edict, next they'll want you to scour the tears for the torn up pages of a farming almanac. So much knowledge turned to smoke and ash. But all you need is a silent archive, and everything is in the silent archive. Ending the edict can't undo the damage, or perhaps now this place can be rebuilt. I hope future scholars can unearth whatever remaining books and scrolls are still buried within. The sages had better shape up and share their knowledge this time. Warding it got them here, and I hate to think that history might repeat itself. The shape and intensity of the fires leap into your mind, the details of the mighty incantation, the wording, the magical logic of the flames, all are seared in your mind with perfect recall. The edict of fire is now part of you. You have proven yourself to be the true winner of this game, Fatebinder. With your help in the library, my men would surely have ended up killing themselves in one way or another. I'm not such a fool as to ask you to turn over the silent archive. If the voices ask you to retrieve it personally, I will leave it to you to give to him. I am more than happy to remain here, out of his gaze. He probably won't appreciate hearing the library is in complete ruins now. I'm afraid I might be taking the brunt of that one, so if you keep your mouth shut about it, so will I. But he's gonna know. I don't know what Kairos will do after finding out you ended the edict, but that's a matter for you to deal with, isn't it? She laughs like she just told a joke. I suppose destroying the library is a point in your favor in that court. Look on the bright side. She laughs again. I do ask one thing of you, though. She steps closer, and you can hear that her breathing has quickened. Can I hold the silent archive just once? All that fuss spent retrieving it. I want to be able to say I had it in my hands. Of course. The sensor's giggling takes on a manic tone, and her breathing borders on hyperventilating as you place the scroll in her hands. As the vellum touches her hands, there is a flash, brighter than the one you saw before, and she makes an orgasmic noise, almost dropping the silent archive. Such power, she whispers the words with awe. Why would you ask her to keep it, though? Take it to Narat yourself, give him my regards. No, now give it back. Of course, she hands you the silent archive. That was all I wanted. Tell Narat I said the mission was a success. Actually, Narat wants us to report to him now that we've collected the silent archive, both of us. The censor's entire countenance falls and she rocks back onto her heels, looking as if she's trying to shy away from your words. What? She is silent for a moment, then continues, a false happy tone to her voice. Well then, I could use a change of scenery. My eyes have practically melted from watching lava flow. She looks down. Farewell, Fatebinder. There is now a finality to her tone. I hope to see you back at Cacophony. Maybe Voices in the Rock told her if she didn't get the archive that she's gonna get killed.
Can't do that.
He ended Kairos' edict of fire. And what does that mean that now? Yeah, that was worthless. It's like, yeah, there's a locked lore option, but it's already information we know about. So funny. I thought maybe we could Indiana Jones it or something. Because there was a rock that... a piece of rock that you, that we picked up on the side of the chamber, but
Can't do that.
nothing came out of that, so I don't know what that was all about. Oh, we got a new message. Here's one from Tunon. When did it arrive? When did this arrive? Missed it completely. Fatebinder, allow me to be the first. Oh no, you just got here. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on resolving the situation at the burning library. You should see Fatebinder Regulus vie against himself. Half of him reels at the sheer loss of tomes, historical and magical. Yet he cannot contain his glee at hearing that the sages have been finally and entirely broken. I do not share his loathing of this whole school. They built their own pyre on their hubris, true, but my opposition to them remains purely professional. To have the old Vellum citadel truly destroyed, my eyes burn at the secrets that met the flame. Comfort comes when I remember that an ambitious Fatebinder would have preserved a few choice pieces of lore, perhaps as much as they could carry out. I hope you soon make an effort to join us at the court in Bastard City. I often feel it has been too long since we last whispered to the darker corners of Tyranny. You've experienced so many of them of late. Perhaps I can provide illumination. Sweetheart, do you need... Oh. Calio? Oh. Fatebinder Calio. Why is it saying Tunon? Our favorite Fatebinder. We hope this finds you victoriously blood-soaked, thoroughly trembling, and spent in glorious conquests against our many enemies, shared and otherwise. Do you enjoy the company of our little verse? Her dance never fails to inspire in us the most pleasant quivers. We have a gift for her, delivered through you due to the girl's questionable faculty with letters. We've learned from one of our birds that the mercenary in Haven has been absolutely gloating about slaying her sisters. What? Oh, verse, okay. His boast even secured him work defending some crossing merchant. Show her the sigils on the reverse. She'll know what they mean. The voice is Nora. The opposite page contains several rough ink scratch symbols that look like nothing more than the child's pictographs of their favorite animals. Inquire further. Archon of Secrets, no doubt you intend your message to elicit violence and chaos. That's the standard for you. However, I'm left to wonder, what else do you hope to accomplish? Just send your thanks, I think. Because I think that's gonna, he's gonna enjoy that too much. No, we don't do that because we're working with him. Just send your thanks. Receiving your missive was an unexpected pleasure. I shall see to it that verse is in form. Doubtless this will end in blood. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I don't want to have verse on my team though, but I guess maybe she can replace Barrack. Oh, complete wrath. Because we destroyed the burning library. Okay, that's good. Magic seal. Preventing them from casting spells. I mean, I really hope that the AI is like smart enough to do all of these things. Because it's probably not here, is it? Yeah, you have to. Abilities, combo abilities, reputation abilities. Yeah, you have to use this.
Right.
So yeah, we'll probably replace Barrack with Burst for a little while. Because Barrack's role is to off-tank and damage anyway. You're back. What do you think about Throne? Okay, yeah, we already read this. I like the report on recent events. Twice warded Periapt? What is that? You returned victorious, and our censor has come back to the fold with a wealth of intelligence, as much as a meager brain could hold under the circumstances. But do not grow complacent. Where is she? But do not grow complacent. We have much work to do before the tears are draped in scarlet robes. The flames behind his mask lick around the eye holes with anticipation. The censor returned to us without the silent archive. We suppose Tunon ought to know that you're not just in possession of forbidden lore. You've the teachings of the tears with you. Now you're the expert here, but that seems enough to warrant the intent to distribute. We are tempted to ask what our silence is worth. The Archon hurls his scepter into the air, gingerly catching it on its return before tapping the scepter to his mask, but it would be hard for us to keep a straight face. Wait. So if we gave the censor the silent archive, then we wouldn't have this issue. But the censor said that the censor said that the destruction of the library is what she's gonna keep quiet about, not picking up this silent archive, right? Forbidden lore, silent archive? I have no idea what you mean by all this. Quit speaking in riddles. Oh, what a silly cock you being. Well, you know us, prone to babble, passing his scepter from one hand to the other. The Archon lets out a long chuckle. So sorry to have even hinted at the possibility of you violating the rules. Glare silently. The edict of fire is quenched, and the ruins smolder no more. Yet we detect a fire all the same, wicked fate binder. It burns in your heart, warming you with the knowledge and great power. Do not deny it. You have changed before our many eyes. The edict of fire still lives within me. I can't quite explain it. We smell the Overlord's power. You brew with promise. A cauldron, a caldera, a mixing pot of wonders ready to explode. But enough of this. We demand progress, and nothing will ever get done if you insist on plaguing us with frivolity. Tunon's arcane smiths set up shop in Lithian's Crossing. With simple ore dredged from the heart of Tyrannus, they can assemble wondrous crafts of iron. Our intellect swells, overfull with secrets, yet we are ignorant of the iron secret. Seek out the Forge-bound and their master, who even now makes for Lethian's Crossing. Have her sent to Cacophony. I will guarantee her protection and safeguard her knowledge. An artist such as herself needs to be shielded from the perils of war. According to the whispers of our spies, a greybeard by the name of Eldian may be able to tell you more. We are nothing if not receptive to the wisdom of ages. Had we the resources, we would split you in pieces and send you to represent our interests wherever you go. And you can only follow one path at a time. For now, we leave the choice to you. The Blade Grave of Lithian's Crossing. See, I mean, you can only do one main quest at a time. Whichever you choose, return to the Cacophony when your mission is complete. What happened to the censor? You take enough upon yourself without the burden of worrying about our lackeys. Better to get some real work done in this fallen nation than go digging through every mass grave and poking around every campfire. His flames subside whether in caution or warning, you cannot tell. With your help, the sensor achieved everything we could have hoped of her. Her performance was exemplary, her contributions unforgotten. Wait, where? She's impaled on a spike right over there. At times, your flair for the dramatic succeeds that of Graven Ash. By accomplishing all that we ever desired of her, the censor outlived her usefulness. We awarded her the same honor bestowed on all who fully distinguished themselves in our eyes. But why? By killing her? Do you even hear yourself? The voices in the rat regards you across the long gulf of silence. His attention darts to the body of the censor, and then returns to you just as quickly. A sound bubbles out of his green flame that dimly resembles a clearing throat. They should have actually have the dead censor somewhere here, because you can't really tell, and then just have the camera pans actually to where she's impaled. Perhaps one day you will receive a similar accolade. Continue to serve me and anything will be possible. It's crazy. She's been dispatched away to handle other matters. We don't allow our recruits to luxuriate in success or grow too stagnant. Oh, that's funny. So they shouldn't have made this an option after you're able to get the answer. If we ask him about this, he's just going to tell us to talk to the other guy. The Forgebound are the true gem of the crossing. They're the keepers of secret iron, so a tight-lipped bunch of nature. Who is the Forgebound master? Much like ourselves, Zendaya? Zendanya is an artist first. Taciturn, stubborn, and infuriating talented. She cares not what master commissions her work, only that she has the freedom to create. We understand that she carries a piece of great importance to the Lethian's crossing. From all accounts, it is a craft of queenly value. Tell me about the Forgebound. Weaponsmiths by trade, though we wonder why Kairos doesn't assign them more amusing work. We have little doubt that they could forge an impressive punishment rack. One cannot help but feel the potential is hamstrung with the needs of a war. So what happens, I wonder, if we give her the silent archive? The voices in the Norat would actually then inherit the silent archive. First and foremost, they're artists dedicated to the craft. They deal not in cheap fabrications of iron, but unique objects of lethal masterwork. Anything important I should know about the Lithian's crossing? The whole worthless village is little but filthy peasants and listless refugees. They barely make suitable slaves, much less minds worthy of discourse. Only the Forgebound are of concern, the rest eminently expendable. Yeah, as soon as you started asking, you started getting upset. Enough of these questions. Why are you trying to pry loose? Needle 7 toes with your little interrogatives. Oh, now you get to say something else, though. You're going to sit here and take my questions until I'm done with you. Insufferable wretch. You're no worse than Maggot, that maggot. Clutches the bronze mask that mount to his head. The sounds of multiple voices emanates from within as smoke seeps from the Archon's robes. Charge him while he's distracted? Sensing the Archon's lapse of control, you dash forward, your footwork flawless, your weapon readying to strike without a moment of hesitation. A half pace before you collide with the Archon, the wall becomes a brilliant wall of emerald green light, and your body falls back, slack, jaw to arm to bowel to leg, and you collapse before the Archon. Oh, now we're going to have some fun with you. The green incandescence fades away, and you feel a searing hand of the Archon round your neck. Muffled sounds from the world beyond the Archon ring hollow, quiet, leagues away. Good, every bit as feisty as we fantasized you'd be. Has anyone told you that your rage is delectable? If only we could lick the frustration from your turgid muscles. So nice of you to make the first move. That does sound pretty delicious. Now tell us everything. We can make this rough or easy. You know which we prefer. The Archon's fingers scorch the neck of your flesh of your neck, and your arms slowly return your weapon, moving fluidly under the Archon's control. Mentally recite as many obtuse legal writs as you can recall. Conjuring up your knowledge of this favorite law, you walk yourself through the tedious mental exercise of enumerating the core laws, then stepping through those related to care of weaponry and armor, followed by customs as ancestral days. A horrid smell tickles at your nose, followed by the slow realization that it's the smell of your own flesh and hair burning. Oh, they all tried that. Some of them even think if they imagine some tranquil meadow, all the pain will drift away. Really, it just motivates us to try a little harder. Hold your breath, focus on controlling your body. Centering your thoughts on your breath, on your pulse, on the ringing in your ears, you silence your thoughts, focusing only on sensations. Aren't you tough nut to crack? The Archon shakes you violently by the neck. Remarkable. Most everyone defecates themselves by now. We're not sure if we're impressed or disappointed. Over my dead body. We knew you'd say that. The Archon's grip on your neck tightens. Your throat bloats shut as blood and snot course from your nostrils, cutting short your breath. Are we gonna die here? Focus your thoughts on others. Concentrating on people in your present life, you try to block any thoughts of yourself or your past. They fear you, and of course you know that because you wouldn't have it any other way, would you? We applaud your leadership style, we truly do. If only we had gotten our mitts on you before Tunon did, you would have been a brilliant Crimson Spear. The Archon's pour ripples through your body and your memories. We think that's enough for now. No use cracking open that which isn't ripe. Slowly the world comes back into focus. The emerald haze recedes into a forgotten corner. Now we hope you've learned something. We know we sure have. Lantry hovers his quill over his parchment, eyeing you with a grimace. Guess I don't need to know all the details. Shit. Did we even get anything from that? Oh. Silence of secrets. We have to talk to Verse. Okay. Fedminder Chadius Maximus, forgive me the curtness of this rush missive. The matter is too urgent for the luxury formalities. I know that you braved the flaming ruins of Vellum Citadel. The archive, did you find it? Is it safe? But we're not supposed to have it, right? Where is the archive even? Do I have it in my inventory? Where is it at? Tenacity. What is tenacity? Endurance, will defense, magic defense, parry, dodge. Where's tenacity? Deflection, armor. You know... Oh, look at all these passives. But where the fuck is tenacity? What is tenacity? Wits. Finesse. I mean, it doesn't even match anything here. It sounds good. Regenerating. Okay, that's... I need regenerating for sure. Pairing. Maybe I don't need pairing. We'll take tenacity. Give this to him. Oops. Oh, no. Give this to Barrack. There you go. Oh, but we're not even gonna use the... Oh, here it is, a silent archive. Brilliance, tenacity of secrets. Trap the tail. Oh, so it's like... all it is just like an accessory. This glowing scroll is decorated with runes that seem to twist and swim about the parchment whenever you try to read them. Oh, because you can't really read them. Only the mages, I guess, can. Should we lie about the frenzy? What's frenzy? Recovery time has been... I guess we can have her hold on to it. Okay. I think it's a crime to hold on to the silent archive, but can we trust? Can we trust Regulus? Which one was Regulus? Oh, Regulus was the one who helped us connect with the other Fate Binder and talk about our situation. Let's just ask him for further information for now. Fatebinder Regulus, you seem to possess more than a passing familiarity with the Silent Archive. I thought it was something of a secret. Perhaps an exchange of information is in order? Tell me what you know of it and I can provide you with its current whereabouts.
Right.
That's very telling though. Oh, is that... is that the censor? So she is here. See, they should have panned the camera down so they can show you the corpse. That is ridiculous. You know, my character is pretty evil in this game, but this is too much. Why would you kill her? Yet I just kill people just to kill people. So I guess... Or the secrets of the sun. But I wouldn't kill my companions, for example. So I would consider this like Nerat's companions, like one of his, you know, like teammates. I wouldn't kill my teammates, so why would he kill his teammates? That doesn't make any sense. This is just a little too crazy. And she was pretty cool. With the secrets of the Silent Archive uncovered, the censor no longer has any purpose beyond serving as a vessel for its knowledge. She has been propped upright by multiple spikes, a garish reminder of the limits to personal advancement within the course. It's like eventually, after you gain like a high position within the course, you just gonna get killed. But I guess because of her she has the ability to read magical manuscripts by just a wave of a hand or something like that, so I guess that was what so when she came back, he just like absorb all of the knowledge and then just kill her. I mean, he could have just used her, well, I guess because the Vellum Citadel is no longer there. Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
It is rare enough that anyone has the opportunity to proclaim an edict, much less break one. How are you holding up, Fatebinder?
To be honest, my head hurts.
That is to be expected. I am no expert in arcane matters, but I understand that the will and commitment needed to shatter Kairos' magic are not resources in abundance. Take care that you don't exhaust yourself and become worthless to the war effort.
Barrack looks you up and down with appraisal, keeping your conclusions to himself.
What can I do for you?
That's twice now. By Kairos' icy nethers, twice! Edicts have been broken before, but never in all my many years have I heard of one person doing it twice.
Anybody can do it. Just think about the wording of the edict and you'll find Kairos has left options.
That's like saying winning a war is as simple as raising a giant army and making all the right maneuvers. Knowing what must be done and actually doing it, well, that's the dividing line between being a legend and being forgotten.
Okay. Playing this for 2 hours. Okay, that's not bad. Let's just head back to the spire. And we can. I'll just stop there. Oh, we're supposed to go back to Bastard City, right? Along the road, you cross paths with a trio of tearsmen clad in ragged remnants of noble finery. They appear haggard, hands blemished with dirt, faces sunburnt and peeling. Their guard has been reduced to 2 men in dented bronze, each sporting mangy beards and visible exhaustion. One of the tearsmen notes that your banner hails you. With grim stoicism, the woman explains that she, her husband, and his sister travel from their home towards the Bastard City to bend the knee to the Archon of Justice and swear eternal fealty to the Overlord's glorious rule. Unfortunately, they've been harried incessantly by highwaymen and Scarlet Quarter's raiders alike, and fear they may not live to see their destination. Attack them? Oh, that would be funny. Conscript them. Oh, that is so evil. Let's talk to them first. Your weapons remain sheathed, even as you demand the refugees attend your authority as a Fatebinder of Tunon, though the woman matches your gaze with steady resolve. The remainder of the quintet exchange nervous glances among themselves, yeah, they should. Question them. Via a brief, largely uncontested interrogation, you learn that these 3 individuals are members of the old aristocracy of Sunder. They traveled to Stalwart after their homeland's destruction, but the Edict of Storms has driven them north again. Having lost nearly everything short of their life, they finally accepted the inevitability of Kairos' control of the Tears and home to find a place within the new order. You know, you conscript them if we're not like, even though we're working with the chorus, we're not the chorus. Accept their oaths. You explain to the group that as a Fatebinder, you serve as an extension of the Adjudicator's court and enforcer of his will. You offer to accept their pledges of fealty in his absence for a nominal fee. They quickly thank you for your offer, and, in a brief ceremony just off the road, you legally confer to them the benefits of Kairos' peace in exchange for their oaths of service. 200, that's all. You demand that the group join your travels until you reach your next destination, claiming that you must protect your vassals on the road, the Equest, and you replace the heraldry of their guards with your own. The group continues with you to the next town, where you leave them to find their own way home. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. We could have escorted them all the way back to Bastard City, because we need to go there anyway. But it's fine. Oh. Fate Binder Chadius Maximus, you have me under Mark's blade. I possess only scraps regarding the archive, fragments gleaned from oblique references across a dozen texts. The sages sought a way to preserve all knowledge they collected, yet have it easily accessible to those they felt worthy of their secrets. I have found no reliable references to what solution they eventually settled on, but there certainly exists indication that they implemented something. Several documents intercepted over the years, some as recently as the Conquest of the Tears, make references to sages bearing their discoveries to the Vellum Citadel, as tributes to be paid to the Silent Archive. The manner in which they wrote it, I half expect you to tell me that the archive is a living person, some sage volunteer kept alive, or else in a state very like life. Though the guild's art of preservation and healing, their mind forcefully filled to its borders with every stroke of ink set to parchment, compelled through sigils of domination to reveal what they know to those bearing secret signs. I entered the realm of speculation. I fear, for we have exhausted what little evidence I have. Keep me in suspense no longer, Chadius Maximus. What became of the archive? Should I tell him? I mean, he seems trustworthy, but naturally I saved the archive. Why would I destroy the culmination of centuries of sage learning when it could be turned to better uses? It is an impressive artifact. Perhaps one day I will have to show it to you. Is this a good idea? I'm not sure. But let's do it. Because he helped us before, so maybe he's trustworthy. And if not, then he'll just know that I got shit. And I've done some wondrous things. So I'm on my way to Archonship. Or something.
Couldn't help but notice the bird from Cacophony.
Verse smirks as you approach, scrutinizing you with her mismatched gaze. How'd you know where the bird came from?
The voiceless birds have a certain hollowness to their movements. Like puppets. Or the fifth eye.
She chuckles, running a hand down her hair feathers.
But seriously, what's the boss want from us now?
Want to read it?
Maybe summarize it for me?
She can't read. Verse glances at the voice's wildly inconsistent lettering. You can't read?
It's never struck me as being the most useful fucking skill. Wanna make something of it?
She crosses her arms, but her cheeks flush. I could teach you.
Hey, it's not that I... Maybe after we're done opening people up, assuming we both survive?
He thinks he's found one of your sister's killers.
Wait, what? He found one of the shits who killed my Furies? Let's pack up and go!
Who is this person?
I don't know exactly. It's someone who helped murder my sisters in arms. But we know where to find him, right? Let's go pry the whole story from him.
There's something else. These strange symbols on the back.
There's a lot to love about spycraft. The trickery, the blade work, keeping your senses awake, balancing on the edge between confusion and discovery. Memorizing the Archon's childish pictographs is not my favorite part.
She examines the parchment, frowning.
Malforo. She's one of Harshion's people. Bit boring, but gossipy in the way that pays. We should be able to find her along the road to Lethian's Crossing.
Nice. And she's going to trust us?
The voices gave us the passphrases that will get Malfora to open up to us. When we find her, let me do the talking and everything should run smooth as sea glass.
She rubs her hands together.
This will feel good, find her. Wildly and incredibly, stupidly good.
The Archon's sudden interest in your revenge doesn't seem suspicious to you?
Are you asking me if I trust the voices of Narat, Archon of Secrets, Spy Master, Arcane Pillar of Green Smoke and Flame, Immortal Magician, Eater of Minds, and Connoisseur of Perversions?
Yes.
Of course not. But if it's some convoluted trap, I'll have your back and you'll have mine, right? Lead the way.
Maybe. We have to bring her with us though, right? To do this quest. How does it feel not have you given voice to the overall Overlord's will, but you're breaking Kairos' magic left and right? I'm exposing myself to powers I don't understand. War is about taking risk, and you're putting yourself out there more than anyone. I can't help but respect that. I'm here if you need me, but I don't have a mind of arcane wisdom. I'll do whatever I can to get our little gang through this war. And if it ever looks like your strength is flagging, I'll put you out of your misery and take your control. Cheer up.
What do you need? And I seem to be missing a game. We're well matched, you and I.
Be seeing you, Fatebinder.
I see as the crow flies.
Yes.
I got some new stuff for her. She looks like just a common NPC now. What her oh, didn't we have a bow? Did I sell it? Oh shit. We have a unique or superior bow. Oh no, I gave it to her. No, she's not even using it. Oh, I sold it. I wonder if I sold it here. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because... But she needs like gears for sure. Maybe it was this. I mean, she's gonna be melee anyway. Wow. Oh, he's selling scrolls here too. Wow, she looks so weird. She looks like a generic NPC now. Oh, she might need that, right? Yep. No, no aggro. Okay.
I see you there.
Okay. Stop here. Thanks for being here, Herb. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye.